Hey, welcome back to Uncle Matt's Corner. Today we're going to talk about surrender, the secret to living as a Christian. I'm taking from a book titled 95 Theses on Righteousness by Faith, authored by Morris Venden. I'll be quoting, paraphrasing, and commenting. You know, I'm seriously wondering, do people today still use magnifying glasses? Get out your imaginary magnifying glass and join me in looking very closely at this page 47 in the book Steps to Christ. This book, I'd say, is one of the greatest for those looking for an intimate relationship with Christ. I have referred back to it for many years. Many are inquiring, how am I to make the surrender of myself to God? You desire to give yourself to Him, but you are weak in moral power, in slavery to doubt, and controlled by the habits of your life of sin. Your promises and resolutions are like ropes of sand. Have you ever seen a rope made out of sand? I don't think so. You cannot control your thoughts, your impulses, your affections. The knowledge of your broken promises and forfeited or abandoned pledges weakens your confidence in your own sincerity and causes you to feel that God cannot accept you. But you don't need to despair. The first time I read that, I said, how did the author of this book know me so well? But the page had good news. It said, you don't need to despair. What you need to understand is the true force of the will. That's right, I thought. I don't have enough force to my will. I can't stay out of the cookie jar. I can't make myself go jogging. I can't control my temper, and that's for real. I need more willpower. And I start in again with the promises and resolutions made with ropes of sand and end up right where I had started. It was so discouraging that before too many times, whenever I would come to page 47, I'd say, oh, that again, and skip to page 49. But the explanation is inherent in the context. If you take the time to really look at it, what you need to understand is the true force of the will. This is the governing power in the nature of man, the power of decision or choice. So, what is the will? The power of choice. There's a vast difference between the will, the power of choice, and willpower, self-discipline, or backbone. So let's continue reading and substitute the power of choice, the synonym that the context gives for the word will. Everything depends on the right action of the will. Okay, substitute everything depends on the right action of the power of choice. The power of choice God has given to men. It is theirs to exercise. You cannot change your heart. Your heart is the mind, the brain, the whole aspect of your thinking. The power of choice God has given to men, it is theirs to exercise. You cannot change your heart. You cannot of yourself give to God its affections, but you can choose to serve Him. You can give Him your will. You can give Him your power of choice. He will then work in you to will and to do according to His good pleasure. Thus, your whole nature will be brought under the control of the Spirit of Christ. Many will be lost while hoping and desiring to be Christians. They do not come to the point of yielding the will to God. They do not come to the point of yielding the power of choice to God. Through the right exercise of the will, power of choice, an entire change may be made in your life. By yielding up your will, your power of choice to Christ, you become partners with the power that is above all principalities and powers. You will have strength, power from above to hold you steadfast, and thus through constant surrender to God, you will be enabled to live the new life, even the life of faith. But it takes using your power of choice to give up your power of choice. It's the distinction between behavior and relationship. Once again, we give up our power of choice toward behavior. We keep our power of choice toward relationship. As we continue to choose to enter into a daily personal relationship with Christ, He works in us to will and to do of His good pleasure. We cannot bring ourselves to the point of giving up our will, another term for surrender, but we can consent, give God permission for Christ to do the work by placing our hands in His hands as we seek a personal relationship with Him. This is your Uncle Matt. Thank you for listening. I just wanted to share that. God bless you.